Okay, didn't see that coming.
Hey everyone, this is Nathan here from NQ Productions, and this is a video I was not expecting to make. After I made my recent update video, I thought that was it for July. No more big uploads for the rest of the month. But then, during my lunch break at work on Tuesday, I looked at my phone and then BAM! Joshua Tokes, the #1 Space Jam 2 lover, retweets a screenshot from an article saying that Alvin and the Chipmunks plan a reboot for the digital first generation. Since I'm a huge AATC fan, I had to take a look at the article to see what it said. And what I found was very interesting. Not only do we now know what's next for the franchise, but we also know who's making it, when it's coming out, and we even have a pretty good idea of what this reboot might look like. For better or for worse. So, what do I think about all of these brand new announcements for Alvin and the Chipmunks? Well, you're gonna have to watch the whole video to find out. But first, let's take a look at what that article that Josh retweeted says, because there's a lot to unpack. The article comes from the Wall Street Journal, and it says that Alvin, Simon, and Theodore are making a comeback, with the world's smallest boy band being revived for a new generation. Big Shot Pictures, the family entertainment company led by former Paramount co-chief executive Brian Robbins, has taken a 25% stake in the Alvin and the Chipmunks franchise in partnership with Bagdasarian Productions, which owns the property. They are planning to roll out new digital-first short-form content later this year and a theatrical film in late 2028. Robbins, who previously ran Nickelodeon, has overseen hits such as Sonic the Hedgehog and Paw Patrol, launched Big Shot Pictures earlier this year. The company has also acquired the Eloise at the Plaza franchise and announced an anime series with popular YouTube creator IShowSpeed. Then it talks about the history of Alvin and the Chipmunks and the success the franchise has had, and then the article says, Big Shot plans to reimagine the high-pitched crew for audiences that consume content overwhelmingly on digital-first platforms such as YouTube. Robbins expects the Chipmunks to appear on feeds, almost like influencers, with clips and compilations of the trio reacting to cultural moments or singing their take on classic songs. It's about having the Chipmunks really playing into the zeitgeist and trying to live in real time with pop culture, Robbins says. So basically this new reboot is going to start off with YouTube short style content where the Chipmunks are basically influencers reacting to whatever's happening online. Honestly, I don't hate that idea. It reminds me of those Red Reacts shorts that the Angry Birds TikTok did. I just hope my boys don't end up reacting to every cringy internet trend out there. Anyways, we then get a quote from Ross Bagdasarian Jr. saying, if we had started maybe a few weeks ago, we definitely would have had Alvin showing up to a certain big wedding at Madison Square Garden. Wait, what? Oh yeah, the Taylor Swift one! And then the article keeps going, confirming that a theatrical film is also in the works, with a planned release date in the second half of 2028, coinciding with the Chipmunks' 70th anniversary. Big Shot also has a first-look theatrical distribution deal with Sony Pictures Entertainment. Then the article ends off with Ross saying, we've really waited for the right place and the right person to bring our little grab bag of chipmunk goodies back to the public. And this, for us, feels like absolutely the right thing. So, first off, apologies for the long recap, but I feel like I had to say everything due to the weight of this article. And hey, now you guys don't need to read it yourselves. And second of all, I'm intrigued about this news. To me, the most exciting announcement is easily the new movie coming out in 2028. A brand new movie is exactly what Alvin and the Chipmunks needs to put them back into the spotlight. And the fact that it's releasing in theaters rather than on a streaming service also makes me super happy, since more people are going to notice it. Also, Sony being the ones to distribute the film was something I was not expecting. Also, with this new movie, do I need to make that video I was gonna make about how a new AATC movie needs to be made? I don't know, I might still make that video, we'll see. Anyways, I also like how the film is releasing during the 70th anniversary of the franchise, as that's the perfect time to release a new movie. Overall, I'm excited about the 2028 movie. As for the YouTube short style content, I'm morbidly curious about it. I wish I could say more on that, but there's not a whole lot of info to go off of for the digital first content they're planning on making. Speaking of there, it's time to talk about the elephant in the room. Who's Big Shot Pictures? Now, this was a studio that I never heard of before making this video. So, I did my research, and like the article says, it's a company founded earlier this year in 2026 by Brian Robbins, who was a former CEO and CCO of Paramount and Nickelodeon from 2018 until 2025 when Paramount merged with Skydance. So, right off the bat, the man who founded Big Shot, Brian, already has a lot of experience with the film industry, and, like I said before, he helped turn the Sonic movies and Paw Patrol into major franchises, so there's definitely the potential for him to do the same with Alvin and the gang. Another thing that caught my eye is that Big Shot is an animation studio, which means there's a very good chance this reboot is going to be fully CGI, and we've never gotten a fully CGI animated Alvin and the Chipmunks movie before. I just hope that the animation is done by real humans and artists rather than AI. Why do I say that? Well, if you take a look at the website and the Instagram account posts from Big Shot Pictures, what you'll find is a lot of promotional art that looks very AI generated. And seeing Alvin look like this does not make me feel good nor confident about this reboot.
Look how they massacred my boy.
That being said, I can see two possibilities that could realistically occur after seeing this promo art. On one hand, this might just be a quick, temporary post that was made by whoever runs the social media accounts for Big Shot just to get something out there. After all, character designing does take a long time, so this single image might not be what the final product looks like. And also, on recent job postings on LinkedIn, there's no mention of AI tools, only programs like Adobe Premiere Pro, After Effects, CapCut, etc., and there is people that are attached to the Big Shot Pictures LinkedIn profile page that don't have any history with using AI tools. But on the other hand, there is still a chance that AI could be used for this reboot, because there's also some executives that work for Big Shot that do have history using AI, and unfortunately, this wouldn't even be the first time AI was used for Alvin and the Chipmunks, since there was this post on the official Alvin and the Chipmunks YouTube channel, and it's also worth mentioning that all the other posts from Big Shot look very AI generated, like I said earlier. To take a quote from Gaming Magic 13,
I'm getting very, very bad vibes from this image.
The last thing I want is for this reboot to damage the franchise's reputation even further, because the live-action movies already caused a lot of people to not like the Chipmunks, and the last thing we need is AI slop. Hopefully, this reboot is made by actual talented artists, animators, writers, and executives who genuinely care about making a good reboot, because if they do care, I think this could be something special and worth watching. We'll just have to wait and see for the next 2 years. So, that's my thoughts on the new announcements for the upcoming Alvin and the Chipmunks reboot. Overall, my feelings are mixed and I remain cautiously optimistic. The possibility of AI being used for this reboot really concerns me, but if there's no AI and the movie turns out awesome, this could be the perfect opportunity to make the Chipmunks really popular again. This franchise has had its ups and downs, so hopefully this ends up being something positive at the end of the day. I don't have high hopes, but I have hope, and I'm keeping an open mind about this reboot until we hear more info. But what do you guys think about this new AATC reboot? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Somewhere in the middle? Let me know down in the comments below. And make sure to leave a like and subscribe to see new videos from yours truly, since I'm definitely going to be covering more news about this reboot as more info pops up about it. But until then, thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!